I'm originally from Dallas, Texas. I went to Stonewall Jackson Elementary School. For those who don't know, yeah, that school was named after a dude who fought in a war so he could have slaves. Yeah. Nobody thought that was wrong at all. Nobody. That's all he did. He didn't invent anything. He didn't make anybody's lives better. You know how he died? He was killed on accident by his own men in the middle of the night. Probably because he was doing some blackface prank, like, oh, this will make him laugh, you know, and like, one of his soldiers was like, whoa, one's trying to get away! Boom, got him. I don't even know if that dude ever set foot in Texas. Why would you name a school in Dallas, Texas, over a guy who lived and died in Virginia? It's like a Mexican soccer team calling themselves the Adolfs. That would never happen. We would be like, Nombre los Adolfs, güey, ándale, it's a great name, bro. It just wouldn't happen. And I didn't know any better. I went there as a kindergartner. I heard the name Stonewall Jackson. I'm like, oh, wow, what a name. He must have been an X-Men, huh? What a name. Like, I bet he beat Magneto. No wonder they gave him a school. That's really awesome. I wonder what his powers were. And then I find out, and I'm like, oh, the lamest one. White power. Yeah, we've had enough of that one. 2018, they finally changed the name. Yeah, now it's Mockingbird Elementary School. Just a street it was on. You couldn't have done that 78 years ago? You had to ride this racist moron for 8 decades? And look, I know the South. I guarantee you, Mockingbird wasn't the first try. You know, I'm sure someone still tried to keep it evil, right? The guy's like, well, okay, look, there's some meeting somewhere. All right, listen, we ain't gonna call it Stonewall Jackson no more. But instead, how about we call it, why can black people call each other the N-word, but I can't? Elementary. Like, no. Come on, that's better. Like, no, it's not better. Stop. And the reason it took so long is these dudes would get so defensive. Anytime anybody mentioned, well, that name's a little weird, they'd be like, you better not change it. You can't change the name, that's our tradition. You know, in the media. No matter anything remotely ethnic would happen, like some Ethiopian kid goes into the 2nd grade, 20 dudes with swastika flags, you can't change the name of the school! That there's our heritage! They lost. How sad is your life that you have to make losing your heritage? To those who don't know, let's put it in sports terms. The South was a #1 seed. That's how good they were, and they blew it. You don't name anything after the coaches that can't get the best team a championship, right? You scrub those guys from history, you bring in Steve Kerr, you change the culture. That's how you actually do it. And they throw these weird Hail Marys. They're like, well, you know, it wasn't even about racism. That's what they always say. If Robert E. Lee didn't even like slavery. That's what they say. Well, then why was he out there? You know what I mean? Why did he suit up? What else could have been on the table that would make a guy who hated slavery go fight in a war for slavery? Was he like addressing his men like, gentlemen, I can't abide by this atrocity that is slavery. However, we are promised that if victorious, 20% off Chick-fil-A the rest of our lives. Like, let's go!